Hi, I went on a solo date to a cafe and painted this. I'm Rishita. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button now. Here are some of the things I'm carrying apart from painting material to vlog this outing. So I'll just get my art supplies bag, which is like this really heavy bag. So this was an impromptu kind of a day when I've chosen to go vlog about this. But so I don't know what I'm exactly gonna draw, and so I've carried a lot of material today, but next time we're going to improvise on that for sure. So come along with me and let's have some great time together. Imagine I was going to forget my sketchbook in which I was going to draw. Oops. So let's have a fit check. Let's go. So while I'm on my way to Earth Cafe, let's chat a little. If you are following me on Instagram, then you must be knowing that I completed 20 years of teaching art this June. Oh my god, 20 years is such a big achievement. I'm partly nostalgic and partly overwhelmed when I'm saying this, that I'm truly grateful to be able to do this as my profession, to make art and teach art on a daily basis. It's such a pleasure. Just for information, I had called up prior to visiting this cafe. It's Earth Cafe at Church Gate in South Mumbai, India. And I'd called them up and told them that I'm going to come and make some art over there and make a small vlog for my channel, and they permitted it. That's why I am vlogging it. And so first, before we begin, let's order something. And their menu is amazing. If you have never visited, it is highly recommended by me. I have visited once before, and the whole vibe and atmosphere is very casual, and the food is amazing. I ordered something which I haven't tried before, which is a green pesto salad and a little white check for you guys. So let's set up the table. I'm laying out my sketchbook, in which I had drawn a little pencil sketch for my first page, but I was not sure whether I was painting that today or something else. Now finally I've decided to use my Winsor & Newton gouache paints today. So I'm removing the tubes that I require and putting away the things that I don't require to avoid clutter on the table. My today's painting is inspired by the Jaipur blue pottery designs from the state of Rajasthan in India. If you don't know about them, then you must check it out online at least. Well, it's in my bucket list to go to Jaipur and try my hand at making an object in this style by myself. That mini palette you saw earlier is handmade by me, and I have a tutorial on it which you may like. So you can check out on my channel how to make a mini palette using air dry clay. So before we chat further, let me know in the comments that do you pursue any kind of art, like any kind, for yourself? I'm not even talking professionally or something that you post on Instagram or something like that. Something for yourself. Do you do any kind of art? Then do mention in the comments, because I would like to chat with you about it. You know, in these 20 years of teaching art, I have taught people of varied age groups, starting from say about 3-4-year-old children to teenagers to young adults, even senior citizens, and even much older people. And when I teach older people, what I usually notice is that they are really joyful to get back to art. I have had so many people come and tell me that this is The first time I'm picking up a pencil to sketch or a paintbrush to paint after like 20 or 30 years. Like after school, I've never done art, and this is how I'm trying to connect now after so many years, and it just feels so joyful. Today I would like to say that as much as everyone enjoys doing art, I feel art in today's time is a necessity for everyone and for all age groups. So that's why I wanted to know in the comments if you do some kind of art, or some doodling or painting or just sketching, whatever kind. Do you do anything? I would love to know about you. So write down in the comments if you are pursuing some kind of art at your level. So as I was telling you that adults find extreme joy, and of course children, we already know that they are waiting for art class. They are waiting for their art period in school. And as many of you know, I have always been associated with teaching art at a school, and I think I find myself like very grateful at the end of the day that I get to do this as a profession. Like the energy that I am greeted with when people enter the art room, the children enter the art room for art, is something that I cannot explain in words. There's just so much happiness in the air, and there's so much of curiosity in them. And I will say there is curiosity in adults too. It's just that we kind of lose it in our routine, and that's what I'm coming to, that art is something which everyone should pursue, even post school life and even post the art exam necessity phase, for the sake of creating something. Now on this, a lot of people tell me that they are really bad at art and they are awful and horrendous. So to them I would like to say that if you think you're awful, don't post it on social media. How does it matter? And I do not believe that a person is bad at art. It's just that you have not found the correct art form to suit your type, to suit your personality, and to suit your liking. Because there are so many types of art forms, and there's so many kind of mediums you can use for art. Be it from pencil sketching, starting from pencil sketching to crayons, to pencil colors, to sketch pens, and now we have brush pens. Paints also have so much variety, like watercolors, acrylic, gouache as I'm using, and oil paint, etc. So you can choose something to your liking, and I think you can just make art with just a pen at your office table, on a piece of tissue paper, or use a paper that's on your work desk, and just create something. Now, how will you create something when you don't know what you want to make? So I would suggest that start with picking out references. So I would say you can Google some images, or you can use Pinterest. I think it's an excellent app to find for inspiration. And if you are at a point that you've not done art for years, then I would suggest that you can always pick up a reference and try to do it as it is. Then as you gradually start making and creating every day, you can always make changes to them, and then you get into the flow of creation, and then inspiration comes to you in such a way that you create your own combination, your own design, your own art. Or if you think you cannot draw to save your life, I would suggest you can always pick up a coloring book. You get beautiful adult coloring books, mandala books in the market, and you can just pick up some colored pens and color pencils or something, and create art every day. Like especially for adults who completely lose touch with art, after their school years. I think we are really missing on to something in your daily life, at least like I would suggest 4 times a week. So what you can do when you have no one around you, one day when you are lonely, you're looking out to go out with someone or to lift up your mood, but you don't find anyone, then how about going to a cafe like me and painting? Or do you think if it's too overwhelming or it just seeks too much attention and you don't like it, you can set this whole thing up in your own house, in your favorite corner. Like light up a candle, get a coloring book and some colors, get a cup of hot coffee or cold coffee, iced tea, whatever you like, and put on some lights, some music, and just be in the moment with art. And trust me, you're going to get addicted to it because it is meditative in all forms, in all its forms. And that's why I'm truly recommending it in today's time. It is best to avoid screen time. It is best to get your thoughts in place. It's best to clear your head, and it's best to slow your pace down, especially if you're living in a city like me with every day running around. You can just slow your life down a little bit and be present in the moment by creating art. So I highly recommend it. So do try it and write down in the comments if you're going to do it or if you have done it, and what does it make you feel like. Another question that a lot of people asked me was, oh my god, you completed 20 years? How come? What age you started? And how old are you? And you look so young, and that's what I've been hearing since the whole last month. And so yeah, I was very young when I started teaching art, and my mom is also an art teacher, and that's how I was always connected to art. Through my childhood, I took art very seriously. It was not an entertaining subject for me. It was a hardcore competitive subject in my mind. So I took art like really seriously. I had some really serious practice sessions on art with my mom. And she is a genius artist because she created a teaching style, and I kind of learned it very well from her. A style which I don't think a lot of teachers, like at least I have not seen teachers teach using that kind of style, where you actually empathize with the student of whatever age and go to their level and teach them without touching their paper, frankly. So you do it, we do it a little differently. So eventually the student gets the confidence to do it by themselves. So I learned it very young, and I started taking art classes under her guidance at the age of 18, while post my 12th grade. So while I was studying in art college, so post 12th I took up commercial art, that is 3 years of graphic design. And during college I used to take up art classes side by side, but mind you, my mom did not allow me to take art classes. I had to go through an internship with her before I could actually take students which used to come for her to teach under her, to learn under her. And she used to transfer the students to me with a little convincing, because I was new and they did not want me as their teacher. But I had to go through some rigorous training before she would do that, because she's like, if you are taking it under my name, you have to be like the perfect art teacher and your style should be same as mine and things like that. And she was pretty strict. So yeah, I went through that rigorous training under her with a lot of other terms and conditions. Cannot bunk a class, cannot cancel class, cannot transfer class to another day, and things like that. So it was quite strict. for me, and it was a little tough during college times because, due to classes, I used to not go out, I used to not attend events, I used to not go shopping with my friends because I had to go for class, and it was a TNC by mom that I cannot bunk a class for whatsoever reason. And I think that has instilled that sort of discipline in me that I think till date I kind of follow it. If I have scheduled a class or I have given an appointment for a meeting or anything of that sort, come what may, work comes first. I will not cancel my work. So I think it's good to have parents who discipline the kids and are a little strict, maybe. Yes, so after I finished art college, so art college was 3 years for me, and then I got a job in school as an art teacher in a very good school in South Bombay, and so I started working there, and along with it I did a 2-year art teacher's diploma course, which was actually required to become an art teacher in a school. So I actually decided to not work in an ad agency, which would have been my actual career post my graphic design college, and decided to take about art teaching, at a school. And I'll tell you that story some other day. So I went on to study art teacher's diploma, which was a very, very vigorous course because I was studying as well as having a full-time job along with art classes post school. So it was like post that school 2 years well. I was really having an amazing time. Trust me, teaching art has taught me so much, like not just about art but other things like management, like small school things, like how to put up a show, how do you train kids to speak on stage, and etc. Like now if you tell me I can even choreograph a dance and make the kids practice and get them up on stage with good costume and have them perform like one of the very good performances. So actually being a teacher develops your personality like an all-rounder, and so if you take interest you can actually learn a lot with school because there's so much happening at schools that it is inevitable that you learn a lot of things that does not just fall into your category of teacher. Oh, and then post art teacher's diploma I did not stop studying. I have about 3 or more degrees in art history. I think we'll talk about that also later. But yeah, and so I'm like fully immersed into art, whether it's painting or art theory or art history, whatever. And I worked at this school for like 10.5 years, and then I left that job because I decided to have a baby, and I took a 3-year break, and then I again got back to school. So in that 3-year break, even COVID hit, so it was all together for me. And oh my god, during COVID it was amazing. Like I had so many art classes online and I met such beautiful people. Like there were people all over India in the beginning joining my art classes, which were like, I had a watercolor landscape class for like 10 sessions, and then I taught Madhubani art level 1, Madhubani art level 2, I taught gone painting, I taught loose florals, I taught everything that I wanted to kind of make. So I used to make samples, advertise them on Instagram and post it as a workshop coming up. And I used to have a lot of people joining it, so it was amazing, COVID time. And during that time I also picked up doing digital art on my tab, and I kind of developed that course along with it. And I think now digital art is really thriving for me. Like I never knew so many people would ever want to learn that, but I have taught so many people digital art and they are doing just so well. So I developed this course of 5 to 6 levels all on my own in which you kind of learn from me and kind of learn the whole app and the whole. You have the whole idea of how to illustrate something digitally completely on your own. And anyways, after those 3 years, I joined another school, a very reputed one in South Bombay, and I'm yet there. So I'm 4 years into teaching that school, and it's been an amazing 20 years, trust me. And a lot of you all were on that journey with me actually. If you were not, you can follow me on Instagram now. My handle is myjourney.rishita on Instagram. And let's see what the next 20 years bring to my life and what I bring to your life or I bring to the world. But I'm sure I'll get you to make some art in the next 20 years time. Some sort of art. Well, a lot of new things are happening and some new things are coming up here, so stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this vlog, hit the like button and do comment down if you would like to see such vlogs where I chit chat as well as show what I'm doing. And if you like this style of vlog, please write in the comments below so I know what you like and I can make more of it. So this is the beginning of Rishita's new sketchbook, and we've got the first page set. So I don't know what I'm going to draw next, but I think I want to do plein air painting, where you go live at a place and kind of look at the landscape or a part of the landscape and paint it. That's called plein air painting, and I intend to do that, but let's see. As of now, this is me signing off and wishing you a happy day and a happy week. Bye. Happy painting.